Hello, everybody. This is what did I title this? The Metaphysical Bible Study pregame show for October 8th, 2015. We'll be talking about um, Imelda Octavia Shankin's book, What Are You? It is a Unity classic, and I've just started where I've read up to chapter 39, and I think we're going to be talking about chapter 5 tonight, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, so I'm a little bit behind in my reading. I just got this book yesterday, so it's a really neat book. I'm going to try to invite some people in here, and if they come, they come. If they don't, it'll just be a really brief vlog. Okay, we'll see if anybody shows up. I got a chance to read Miss Shanklin's biography, and she split her time between the Methodist Church and the Unity Church, which I thought was very, very neat. She was born in 1865, and she lived till 1953, so she had a very, very long, productive life. Much of that time, probably over half of her adult life, she spent working for Unity. She was the editor of 2 magazines for a long time, and she also became a minister in the Unity Church. And when she retired, she returned to the Methodist Church, where she taught Sunday school. And I'm sure she sprinkled Unity teachings in her teachings. So very, very neat lady. And while we're on the subject of books, I also got Richard Webster's book on Raphael, the angel Raphael, the angel of healing, which I'm also interested in, and a book on the heart math solution, which is another thing that I'm very, very interested in. They have some methods that help you reduce stress and what have you. So let me check my YouTube stream. Hello. Can you hear me? Okay, I can see you and I can hear something going on. Hopefully we'll get these communication snafus cleared up.
Alright, now that you guys are all starting to sit down again, let's go!
Well, that was interesting. If nothing else, Roland seems to be having a good time tonight. He sounds like he's with friends, and so I guess that's a good thing. I know there's a lot of stuff going on tonight. There's ball games and TV shows and what have you. So I'm glad he could pop in. I had sent out a notification earlier in the week that I might do something like this, and so maybe he wasn't quite expecting what we had in store. But going back to my YouTube page, okay. It doesn't look like I have. Oh, I got one viewer. Okay, I've got one viewer. Okay. Well, anyway, what I had in mind for this evening was that we could talk about some of the stuff we've learned about metaphysics and the new thought teachings, and some of them are quite easy to absorb, and others are very difficult to absorb. I'm told based on Reverend James' blog that I read earlier that tonight will be a difficult teaching, because what we see as matter may not really be matter. You know, everything's not what it seems to be, and which for me is rather easy teaching, because it's something Mary Baker Eddy taught in Christian Science. It's also something that the Hindus and Buddhists teach, that the world is Maya, or illusions. So okay, so nothing seems to be going on right now. Uh, I guess I kind of recapture what uh, we studied about before, which are the classes are archived on YouTube. But we talked about our identity, which is the first chapter, and we are divine in nature, whether we realize that or not. We are children of God, and I suspect children at some point do grow up. The second chapter was you are what you think, which which I really don't have a problem with. The question becomes, how do you discipline and recondition your thinking, especially if you didn't have the best childhood. Not that very many of us had great childhoods, but so how you condition. And the third thing was your consciousness, which I think was 2 weeks ago, and I really can't remember if it was. I guess it was right thinking. So okay, okay. So that was last week. This week we're going to be talking about the real and the fictitious. So that was a brief recap. Let me check one more time if I have any takers. Okay. Okay, there don't seem to be any takers, so I guess everybody is either preparing for tonight's Bible study, or they're engaged in some other activity until tonight's Bible study. But I just want to take this opportunity to invite anyone who can to watch on YouTube the Reverend Sherry James Metaphysical Bible Study. It happens every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Pacific time. It would be, I'm sorry, 8 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. my time, which is Central time. So hopefully I'll see my friends there in about 45 minutes. So I'm going to wrap this broadcast up for now, and thanks for watching.